You're divorced. You're dating. It's the first 3 weeks. The first 3 weeks, she'll tell you everything you need to know. You just got a divorce. You're hurt. You have those hurt emotions. So, when someone likes you after your divorce and is responsive to you, you're going to get this rush of emotion. And I've seen this happen again and again. It puts guys right back in the same situation they were with their ex-wife. They're just so excited for something new and something great. Some people jump right into marriage again. Oh yeah, okay, I'm in love. I'm gonna get married. I've known her 8 months. You're divorced. You just started dating. Here's the deal. She's going to tell you everything you need to know in those first 3 weeks of dating. 2 even. Yeah, sometimes they'll tell you everything you need to know on the first date. So just pay attention and protect your heart by not making a terrible decision. Those 3 weeks, she's gonna reveal everything. She's not some kind of super spy who's able to hide her true nature and what she's like as a human being, whether she has a strong character, whether she's trustworthy, whether she's going to be a responsive partner, someone you can count on. Yeah, there's she'll tell you all those things in those first 3 weeks if you are vigilant and are ready to accept those signs instead of making excuses for them. As a primer, I suggest everyone watch this video here. This will give you a good general idea of some things you're going to encounter and what you want to watch out for. It's a little more extensive of a video, but you're going to get a lot out of it. Because you're divorced, you probably have some kids. You're going to be dating single moms. So prepare yourself. Don't just walk in blind to this. Watch this video and then heed what I'm saying here. Those first 3 weeks, here's a couple simple ones. When you're texting with her, is she waiting 4 hours, 6 hours to text you back just to set up a date? Is it super slow? And you're like, oh, why doesn't she respond? Yeah, that's the way it's always going to be. She's not going to change. It's always gonna be like that, and you're like, "What the heck?" Then you'll date a woman who's like, yeah, she's responsive. She gets back to you within the first 10, 15 minutes and like, "Yeah, I'd like to see you. Let's do this. Let's do that." You'll find a woman like that. That's who you wanna date. Guys don't wanna admit this, but that's gonna tell you a lot. It's really simple. Is she responsive in that text message? 'Cause who knows what she's got going on? She could be dating tons of guys. She could have problems in her life, situations she's dealing with, whatever it is. The reason she's slow to respond is she's not a good girlfriend for you. Yeah, "Oh, John, everyone has stuff going on in their life." I'm just telling you, you don't have to listen to me. But this is a lot of experience talking here, and I talk to a lot of guys about this. And I can straight up ask, when you first started dating her, how was she when you were texting? Was she responsive? Did she take a long time to respond to you, sometimes the next day? Yeah, the ones who are less responsive, it always ends in disaster. So this is a key, gentlemen. You can say, you can still date someone who's like this, but regulate them to a lesser category. Do not take them too seriously. Have fun dates. If you wanna get serious with someone, this is not that person. Whether she's playing games or she's busy with other dudes or she's busy with some drama she's got going on in her life, whatever it is, that will never change. You think it will. "Oh, this is what it's like in the beginning," or, "This is what she had, like, an issue with her kid. She's got this going on, that going on." It'll settle down. No, it'll never settle down. If she's unresponsive with text messages, she's telling you, Joe, Steve, Aaron, I'm not the best girl to date. I'm going to frustrate you. You're not going to know whether I'm telling the truth or not. You're not going to know a lot about me, and I got stuff going on, and I'm not going to be paying too much attention to you. I might give you little breadcrumbs, little drips and drabs while I'm dating other dudes or dealing with my problems or whatever it is she's got going on. This is the sign. I'm spending so much time talking about this right now because it's a gift. If she's slow in responding to text messages, everyone takes 3 to 4 hours to get back to you. Guys, when have you not seen a girl with her phone? They are completely attached to that, like, and it's an appendage on their body. They are always checking their phone, always looking at the phone. She knows you texted right when you texted. She knows it. She's not so busy. I was so busy I couldn't pick up my phone. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I've never seen that. Have you dated a woman who's like, I'm not going to touch my phone? Have you experienced that? Well, that's fine. Tell me about that in the comments. I want to hear all about that. But this is a big one. I, it's truly a gift. Oh, you're taking a whole day to get back to me on a text message? I've had 2 dates with you? Okay, yeah. No. This this is trouble. This is a future marriage that's gonna end in divorce and a lot of heartache for you, and maybe there's kids. It's gonna be the same thing, but, worse. Because our modern age, these things get multiplied. There's so many avenues for things to get messed up. So just watch out for this immediately. And within the first 3 weeks, if she's responsive with texting and she gets back to you and there's not always an excuse, oh, I'm sorry, that's why I'm calling you 12 hours later or 24 hours later or 3 days later, something came up. No, you are low down on the importance list. You will never become more important. You're always going to feel this way that you feel now for the rest of the time you spend with this person. It's not going to change. That's really what's going on. In the first 3 weeks, she's telling you everything. I have never dated a woman where she was one person the first 3 weeks and a completely different person. Oh, she changed. Yeah, you hear this from guys like, I didn't realize what she was like. Yes, you did. You just blew it off because you were having adult fun with her. That- That's most of the stuff is simple truths. It's just simple truth. You're having adult fun with her, and you let stuff slide. You're like, I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let that slide. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to that now. Oh, why am I divorce court? Why am I everything half my stuff? Why don't I have my house anymore? Why are the kids that have a problem with everything? What's going on? Why? Yeah, she told you everything in that first 3 weeks. Don't be in denial about this. She's going to reveal herself. So text messaging is an important one. I really mean to make a whole video on this, but I wanna stress that. She's gonna tell you this is a quick, easy way to know, hey, what you're dealing with. Oh, am I getting back into a situation like I had with my ex-wife? Yeah, you probably are. If you're not paying attention to this. So look at communication. Is it easy? If the girl is right for you, metaphorically, she will open doors for you, meaning she's going to make it easy to get together for a date or a second date or to have your weekend trip. She's going to participate. She's not going to be like, oh, I got busy with this and I couldn't get back to you. Oh, I missed your call. I don't think ever in the history of cell phone and women, a single call has ever been missed. No, that phone is the most precious thing in the world to them. They're not missing your call. She got your call. She got your call. So there's other signs. What's she like when you go out on that date? What is she talking about? Here's the obvious one, and I've made videos on this before. What is she saying about other people? What is she saying about her old boyfriends or ex-husband? What is she saying about her kids? What is she saying about the people at work and her job? What is she saying about the people in her apartment building or house or home or whatever? What is she saying about people and situations? Is there a bunch of negative stuff? Is the ex-husband terrible and the boyfriend's the jerks and emotionally unavailable and all these buzzwords of the day? Is she using buzz he's emotionally unavailable. He's a narcissist. Oh, yeah. If she's describing someone as a narcissist, you need to run. Run away from that date. If she's using these buzzwords, she's gonna be categorizing you as these things, no matter how wonderful you are. Really, you could go with these 2 things and know everything you need to know. Communication, and what is she saying about all these things on those first 2 to 3 dates? What is she saying? What is she saying about those old boyfriends and those relationships? What what is she saying about the people at work? What is she saying about her friends? By that 2nd or 3rd date, in that first 3 weeks, you're gonna get the gist about what she talking. Is she a negative person or a positive person? Because it's going to get amplified as time goes on. Is she a yeller? Is she a fighter? Is she having problems with stuff? Is there a lot of drama going on in her life? That is not temporary, gentlemen. That is a sign of what's to come. Nothing gets better of those negative things. It only gets worse. Let me say that again. Nothing gets better. It only gets worse. Once you start noticing those things, yeah. And as time goes on, it's just going to get worse. She will reveal everything in those first 3 weeks. So let's start with this. Pay attention to these 2 things. The communication, is it slow? Is it belabored? Does it take forever? As a dude who grew up in a different age, "Hey, Susan, do you wanna go out on Tuesday? How about we meet for dinner at 7 o'clock?" "Oh, okay, that sounds good. I'm free then. I'll see you there." "Great, I look forward to seeing you." I we could all be doing that, but instead it's, "I'm gonna send her a text, 'Do you wanna go out?' Oh, she's playing a game with me, she's gonna wait 6, 8 hours the next day, okay. Yeah, and maybe I'll see if my schedule, blah, blah. Oh, okay, well, how about Tuesday of next week?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, let's touch base over the weekend and confirm," and, like, oh my god, I don't wanna call back too early and be anxious, and she's taking forever, but, like, it's taking 3, 4 weeks to set up a date where in the '80s and '90s, we called up, we're like, "Hey, you wanna go on a date? Yeah, okay, good, we'll see you then." Now it's like, you're jousting and you're positioning and, you know you're maneuvering, and it's all you're like, yeah, are you doing that? Well, that's not a good prospect for a date, and it's not a good prospect for a relationship. Don't ignore these signs, gentlemen. She's telling you exactly what you're gonna get. If you gotta go through what I just described right there, and then, she's breadcrumbing and she's keeping you hanging, she just might be using you to, "Oh, another guy likes me, that feels good." Is she so genuinely busy that it takes a month to get a date? She'll be frustrating the crud out of you, yeah, for the rest of your life, the rest of the time you're dating. Don't if you ignore this, she's telling you, she's basically saying, "Hey, Steve, John, Ted, I'm going to be a pain in your butt for as long as we're dating. You might get some adult fun here and there, but realize I am going to put you through the ringer. I'm going to frustrate you. I'm going to make problems for you that don't exist. And I'm going to involve you in that and distract you from your mission and distract you from your life your happy life that you got now that you are divorced and finally settled all that court stuff and got your own place. I'm going to put you right back into a big mess." Look for these things. So what do you want? To recap, this is what you want. Someone who's responsive when you're making dates and talking and is available. If you call, make a phone call, and she never ever picks up, huge red flags. She's too scared to talk to you on the phone. She can't do that. She's got to maneuver through the texting. Texting is woman land. You realize it's made everything hugely difficult and dating incredibly difficult and cumbersome and long-winded, and it's really it's a hurdle that's super high, and it's made it difficult for everyone. But it's going to make it easy for you to tell whether she's quality or dating 20 dudes. Yeah, that's why she's busy. It could be that, it could be something else. Sure, I want to allow for that. She's on the dating apps, she's getting hit up by tons of dudes. Most likely, that's what's going on. So now you know. So how's the text messaging? Is it difficult? Okay. Now you know. Now, when you finally go out with her, is she being negative about anybody or anything in her life? By that second or third date, she'll crack and start complaining if that's what her deal is. But is she fun? Is she responsive? Does she say kind things about stuff? Is she not bad mouthing old boyfriends and ex-husbands? Is there no problem in that area? She'll reveal this stuff to you. So if she's that way while you're out on the date, okay, pursue it. You might have a high quality girl. See how that goes. Take it from there. Look out for these two things. Let's just start with that. I think if you pay attention to those two things, you're going to save yourself from a buttload of trouble and problems. Is she responsive? And is she saying negative stuff about different people and things in her life? Simple, right? It wasn't so complicated. Oh, I gotta think about this and watch 800 YouTube videos. No, you don't. It's really simple. Again, watch this video as a primer. This will help you. You're probably going to be dating single moms. There are quality out there, but this will help you weed out the ones that aren't quality. And then look for these two things. What's the communication like? And what is she saying about her life, the people in her life, her ex-husband, and all the things, her job? What is she saying about that? If it's all negative, that's what you're going to get. Those 3 weeks will be repeated for years. And you'll remember this video. You'll be like, oh my God. Yes, this is exactly, you'll be 8 months in, a year in, you're like, she's acting exactly how she did that first 3 weeks. John was right. I should have listened to him. Don't be like that. Just listen to it and focus. When that happens, hey, it's cool. That's her life. That's what she's got going on. It's not right for me. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to pursue other options. Yeah, don't make a big deal about it. Look for something that's higher quality. And these are your signs. Okay, everybody. Hey, if you have questions and you want to share that and you want me to make a video on what's going on in your life, go ahead, send me an email. My email's below. You could also use that for one-on-one coaching. Let me know what's going on. And if I can and I have the time, I'll respond and make a video and see if we can get you some help. Okay, go ahead and subscribe, turn on notifications, hit the bell, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.